Alright guys, here's what needs restring today. This is an Epiphone ES-335 Pro. So the Pro, I believe, means that the pickups can be split. You got push-pulls on the volumes. You can see the condition of the guitar is really nice, but the strings are really old on it. So let's pull these strings off, throw some new strings on it, shine this thing up, get it ready for resale. Here we go. Going to pull the strings off right out of the gate here. I've got my Ernie Ball Power Peg Pro string winder that works really good for me. And we're going to clip these strings right here. Yeah, these strings are really old and rusty.
They're rusty, they're old, alright?
Alright, let's clean on it a little bit. So let me grab a rag. Try to shine up some of this chrome on these pickups. So, being in a used guitar shop, I try my best to really shine things up. Okay, it's looking better already. Let's go ahead and let me plug my amplifier into it. Let's test on the electronics a little bit. Very nice. Very nice. Good quality guitar. Sorry about that. Okay, let's clean the frets and the fingerboard a little bit. Just going to take some 1000 grit sandpaper and my fretboard guard. We're just going to lightly hit these frets. Get the top layer of dirt off of them. This guitar does have the nice binding. And I believe this is a center block. Yep, it's got the whole center block that runs all the way through the guitar. Semi-hollow. It's got nice little smaller block inlays. Okay, now I've got some Music Nomad F1 oil. Let's put some of this on. I use a lot of this stuff. I take a couple of napkins and I just spread this stuff in here. So not a real dark fingerboard on this one. So it's definitely not an ebony board. I'm just guessing it might be a Palfaro type of fingerboard material that they're using on this, or it might be some sort of Indian rosewood, like an Indian laurel rosewood or something. I'm just guessing. Leave me some comments what you think this fingerboard material is made out of. It does have the binding, but it does not have the binding nibs that come up the side like a Gibson guitar would have. Gibsons have the binding comes up and rolls over the side of each fret. Fret ends feel really nice on this one. This is a high quality guitar. I know it's got the Epiphone brand on it. It's not the big fancy Gibson version of it. It is made in China, which some guys hate the idea of a China guitar. But blindfold, playing it blindfold, I don't know if you, a lot of guys wouldn't be able to really tell the difference. Some guys would, don't get me wrong. Some guys can tell the difference when they're blindfolded and they're playing them. You know, this one compared to a real deal Gibson, some guys can do it. Some guys can hear a difference in sound too. Alright, she's ready for strings. Let's roll the jingle. Today's string choice. Today's string choice. Roto sound. Wow. Roto Yellows, 10 through 46. It's got a free extra high E string in here. Roto sounds, very, very old company. www.rotosound.com. I remember they made bass guitar strings. They still do. They are still in business. And Michael Anthony, right, from Van Halen. He is a Roto sound guy. Nice little package. It even has the little pack in there to soak up any possible moisture that might get in there. Keep them babies from rusting. Okay, so we've got a couple of blue ones, we got a couple of white ones, and a couple of red ones. Red, white, and blue. We got to figure out what is what. So let's see here. I think I'm going to lay all the strings out. See what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay, this one looks like the low E string. So we're going to just put a gauge on here and say, yep, that one is a 46. Now this tailpiece, stop bar, locks right into place. Okay. Okay, the nut on this guitar seems like it's in good condition. Feels like it's glued in place really nicely. All right, so let's figure out where our A string is at. I think it's this white one right here. Which comes in at a 36. So yeah, this white one is our A string. Yeah, but I can't think about Rotosound strings and not think about Michael Anthony from Van Halen. Now the Van Halen show is out touring this summer. They're going to be in Phoenix in August, and I'm going to say I'm going to be there. The venue that it's at, Talking Stick, is an outdoor venue. And it's going to be hot because we're talking about summertime in Phoenix. But hopefully we'll get a couple of good rainstorms that come through and cool it off that night. But I have to go see the very last version of Van Halen. This is going to be it, guys. If you're a Van Halen fan, if you're a Sammy Hagar fan, if you're a Satriani fan, this is going to be it. We've got this one last time to go see him. I was such a huge Van Halen fan back in the day. The old Roth era stuff. Okay, so here's a little trick that I learned. If you take all these remaining strings and you just hold them like that, the thinnest strings are the strings that will fall. So this, obviously, this blue one is going to be the G string. And then you can see the white one is going to be the B string. And because rotos give you 2 extra strings, those low red ones right here, these are our high E strings right there. Yeah, so this is the last time anything Van Halen is going to be happening. And I've always been a huge fan of Michael Anthony. His background vocals, one of the best background vocal singers of all time. And there's a lot of tunes on this current tour where they're letting him sing lead. Like, I think he's singing Ain't Talking About Love and a couple of stuff. I know they did some of that during the Van Halen 3 era, when he got to sing lead on a couple of songs when Gary Cherone was their singer. But I've always thought that Michael Anthony was freaking kick-ass. And so I'm looking forward to this show here in about, I think it's 6 weeks away or something. And I'm seeing guys complaining about Van Halen. They always do. Everybody bitches about Van Halen. But I'm the one guy that doesn't bitch about Van Halen. If I have a chance to go see him, I'm going to go see him and I'm just going to enjoy the moment. Heard some guys complaining about Jason Bonham. Oh yeah, he's not a very good drummer. He doesn't have that nice little flow like Alex had. You know what? Shut the hell up. He's a great drummer.
Shut the hell up. Sammy
Hagar still has a great voice. Considering his age, he has an awesome voice, considering how old that man is. And Joe Satriani is a great player. So I'm going to go see the Van Halen show and I'm going to just enjoy it. Alright, I threw this package in the trash, but I just pulled it back out of the trash so I can put this extra high E string back in this package and save it for later. I get guitars all the time that break, that are sitting on out in the showroom, hanging on the wall, and you show up. That's my front door. And you show up and you notice that there's a broken high E string. Guys play them, strings break. That's how it is. Okay, here we go. Saving that one for later. I got a giant box of strings. Okay. Let's do a tuner on this thing. And this thing will be ready to resell. Let's throw it up here and let's take a look how she sounds. It's got a little bit of some high action. So let's take a look at the truss rod. This is my notch straight edge, and this is a short scale Gibson length, scale length. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, it's pretty flat. I'm not going to adjust that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the bridge a little bit. And this is the perfect screwdriver I have for lowering the bridge tailpiece right here, because that fits in there real nice. I'm going to bring it down kind of a lot. Let's see how that feels. Probably going to feel a whole lot better. I'm going to leave it right there. Okay, quick video for you guys. It shows off my inventory. This guitar is for sale. Let me cut these string ends off of here. Stretch on these strings a little bit. And while I'm doing that, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. The channel is doing really good. I really appreciate all the views. Think about becoming a channel member, Patreon. I have all that stuff going on. Think about hitting the like and subscribe button for me. I do have a link in the description below, an Amazon link. If you're on Amazon, hit that link and I can make a few pennies on everything that you purchased on Amazon. And feel free to call me. You guys can all call me about any guitar that I have in any of my videos. And if you are in the Phoenix, Arizona area, drop into the store. We'd love to see you. We'd love to meet you. And we would love to sell you a guitar. So, on that note, everybody have a great day.